Welcome back to We Are Live. Chris Denman and Travis Terrell. We are very important, and
Oh, wow.
I think you all know that if you're tuned in on the Facebook live stream. When you're important, important people come and hang out with you.
Nice.
Sam Lyons, local comic.
Yeah,
is
yeah, you important person.
Oh, you guys. Hey, how's it going?
also part of Impolite Company crew, right? You're going to be
Yep,
doing podcasts here?
I will. We got to get together, figure out the times for that. And
It's exciting, man. It's one of those things where it's 2019 and we have a podcast studio, and it's insane whenever you think about all the cool stuff that's happening here at Midcoast.media, the website.
Look at you.
Smooth.
I tell you.
Look at me. I've been on TV for 2 months.
This isn't TV.
This counts as TV. This is TV.
Can it be watched in someone's living room on a smart TV?
Yes.
Yes. I'm on TV.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
See?
Man, I crush it every time I go on Fox 2 or KSDK or KMOV too. You're going to hang out with Big Bird. Maybe I should
No,
kick off a
the
local
people at Fox
news
2, they
show.
love when I come by. I bring donuts. Look
What?
at me. I'm on TV. Meh. I
what's
stand
all
next to
that?
funny comedians, and now I'm the man. I'm Chris
they
Denman.
always throw to me, and I'm like, here's the event. My favorite's going in with local comic and 800-pound gorilla record signee Rafe Williams. He always try and work in bits, and I either step on the bits or the person interviewing us is like, huh? That's my favorite because then he has issues with it for like the next 2 days. He's like, man, that would have been so good. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on your punchline.
Can't mess with the process.
No,
man.
you
mess
can't.
with the process.
It's so bad. So Sam's in. Again, he performs all around St. Louis. He's done our show. What do you have coming up on the schedule, Sam?
Come up with the schedule tonight. We've actually got Impolite Company. Over
Never
at-
heard of it.
Oh, you never heard of it? You're gonna hear of it.
Oh,
You're gonna
okay.
hear it in your studio every day.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
Impolite
say.
Company.
Right.
Chris Sears monthly showcase at the Crack Fox right here on Olive Street.
Best name in the biz.
Fantastic. Nobody forgets it. They know exactly what you're talking
Right.
about.
Crack Fox? Oh, yeah, I'll be there. I
Crack
know where
Fox.
it is.
Yep, that's going to be 9:45. I'm featuring on that show, and Rich Braun is going to be hosting.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep.
Always good with the St.
then-
Louis comedy scene.
Yep, and then Jeremy Hellwig is going to headline that for us.
Very nice.
Fatal
Oh,
Bus
nice.
Action.
Yeah,
so
that'll
that's
be a
gonna
good
that's gonna be
time.
a good lineup. 9:45, come out, $10 to do it. Two of that goes to Planned Parenthood. They need the money, so come out
Right.
and support it.
There it is.
Here's my question. We talked about this last hour, and I know it's very easy to be biased. I grew up here, so I try to put on for St. Louis as best as possible, but I think the comedy scene right now is at its best. Being a person not from St. Louis, moving to St. Louis just a couple years ago, what are your thoughts on the comedy scene right now as you see it?
I love it. When I was first thinking about moving up to St. Louis, I was looking at
Where from?
Miss Oxford, Mississippi. So about 5-6 hours from here.
Right.
And I was thinking about making the move, and I was looking at what the comedy scene was like, and I saw they had some open mics going on. They had
Yeah.
Helium Funny, but I was like, all right, cool. This will be a good place to kind of just get my foot in, because I'd been doing mics down in Oxford and getting up to Memphis when I could, but I hadn't really had a chance to do any kind of regular rotation of trying to actually work out material.
Right.
So I thought this would be like a good stepping stone. And I got up here and I saw there were like mics every single night.
Yeah.
There's just so many opportunities up here for people who want to get on stage to get on stage.
Very good point. I'll oversell it
Well,
to the
you're-
day I die, but I
you're,
think it's one of the
Yeah,
best.
he's a whimsical guy now. He
Yeah.
feels like, even though he's about to go get coffee for Big Bird's assistant that puts his left foot on,
You know
you're
other-
going to be under that guy. But he's now acting as if he's been anointed the next king of Wakanda, and he's like, bless
Really?
bless all your little hearts,
Bless-
all
I
your little
don't
hearts. Well, he says he's going to be in Black Panther 2 now.
No,
Yeah,
that's-
you didn't know that? Yeah.
You guys talk about this at the meeting, Travis?
Yeah. We
All
had to sit
the
down. We had a
meetings.
breakfast meeting.
Okay.
breakfast
What time
meetings.
does that start?
You know, like
Hey,
11:15.
you know there's other people that live on Sesame Street, right? There-
It's just Big Bird.
It's just Big Bird. He just owns the whole street.
Is it?
Would you
odd-
mess with that prehistoric bird?
Think about it. Is it odd that Chris only pointed out the tallest member of Sesame Street? That's of course, Chris.
only one I respect.
The only person that
The
he
only one I
talks
respect.
about is the tallest person. You have a problem.
That's the only one I respect.
You have a problem. Of all the freaking,
Snuffleupagus could. He's cool too.
didn't mention Elmo. Elmo's like the
Annoying.
the
Elmo-
Dwayne
yeah.
Wade of Sesame Street.
Okay.
Even
Is
know
there,
what
any
that
accu-
means.
is there any accuracy?
I don't get it, but I like it.
I don't either.
Is there any accuracy to the TMZ report that Big Bird will be missing out on some kids' things and just hitting the Knicks games every once in a while when you start?
I don't. Yeah, I will not disrespect the street.
Will you take him to an island? Would you take?
I ain't gonna
What does that
disrespect
mean?
the street, man.
The street.
Y'all not gonna disrespect
Would
the
you-
street, man.
would you take Big
Yeah,
Bird?
I just called it that, Gardner. You will not.
Oh,
y'all not disrespect the street.
you're literally working in streets now.
I am working the streets.
Would you take Big Bird to a New York Rangers game? You're a hockey fan.
You know what? Maybe I can roll out Blacks and Blues in New York. Maybe I'll start that.
Sorry,
phenomenon.
Birds. This one out. Snuffleupagus, come with me.
No, man, you think that's how it works? I
mean,
could just wear one of those cardigans they sell on PBS, and I walk up to the club and be like, "Hey guys, look at me! I work for the Children's Workshop." You think I can get to the front of the clubs in New
Probably.
York City?
Yeah.
No.
Bed-Stuy, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
By the way, Chris, that's a neighborhood in New York City.
sounded
Look at
like
me.
a-
Look at me. Look at me. I know stuff. Forget about it. I'm even talking like them now. Look at that, Gardner. Forget about it. Hey, I'm walking here. How's that?
It's just a movie line.
Oh, God, I'm in trouble. What have I done?
Yeah.
What a terrible, terrible mistake.
Well, which borough are you going to be in?
I'm going to be living in Brooklyn. What?
Don't say it like that. when you
Okay,
get
don't
there.
say don't.
When you get there.
Yeah.
That's fine here.
No, don't.
That's fine like Brentwood, but don't
But
go out there.
don't go up to New York doing the what. Okay.
Yeah, and knock
Lesson
off
learned.
the. It's okay, guys. I heart NYC.
Oh,
Knock
boy.
that off.
Drop
You say that a lot.
Drop a dead ass for us real quick.
Dead ass, B.
There is your word bond.
Is your word
There
bond,
we
B?
go. There we go. You got
Yeah,
it. You got
yes,
it.
yeah.
What
I-
is your word bond mean?
Man, it means is your word true? Are you reliable?
Word is bond is like my like my word is my bond. Like
Yeah.
there's value in.
I would answer that with no, sir. It is not.
So I'm just going to listen to a bunch of Nas albums
do you-
over the next
so-
few months.
You're going to be a hipster in Brooklyn.
Hey, yeah, I'm about to be.
All he's got to do is
Now it's
walk
on
around.
vinyl.
All he's got to do.
You got some skinny jeans?
Is
Oh,
Brooklyn
on
super
my
hipster
way.
now? Or what is that?
Probably isn't.
Brooklyn is basically like fancier Clayton now. Apparently,
Whoa.
it's really
Whoa.
it's very
Drake-
appropriate.
Drake eats in Clayton.
Appropriate. Yeah, a lot of
What?
what's the word? Gentrified
There
is
we
the
go.
word. There we go. So yeah.
So when you say you're going to live in Brooklyn, have you secured like the foot of someone's bag?
Man,
or
ain't
something?
nobody worried about all that, man. It's New York City. I figure out when I
You're
get
gonna
there,
be-
man.
you're gonna be
That's
li-
how it works.
You're going to be living in Roanoke, Virginia, taking a freaking train for 7 hours every morning because your broke ass can't
Can
find.
I
man.
interest you in New Jersey?
Man, I'm just saying, man. I ain't worried about that. That's how New Yorkers live.
Oh,
you get to New
he's a
York,
know-it-all.
You feel
get to
that
New
live.
York, and you be like,
all 7 million of them?
I've
That's how
seen,
you
man.
live?
Yeah, I seen Mary Tyler Moore. She throw the beret in the air, and then you just like, boom. How hard can it be? If Mary Tyler Moore can make it, so can I.
I don't think that was in New York.
That was not New York.
Milwaukee, dude.
That was
Minneapolis.
Oh dear God, I've made a
That was
terrible.
It's like
Real
living
disrespect.
here.
Oh,
it's like
God,
living
what have-
here.
Well, what
And
have
you
I
can't
done?
even throw a beret here.
I can't even get it over my head. This is gonna be tough. I may have to rethink a lot of this right now. We do have a few segments that
Don't push through
I
it.
would like
We're
us
gonna
to get
analyze
to.
this more.
No, we have a busy show. We have a lot
No.
to get to in a small
You're
amount
gonna
of
be
time.
living in a
We're
shack.
concerned about you,
Yeah,
Travis.
we are. Like Travis, listen, garbage cans are expensive, and if you're gonna live in one on the side of the Hudson River, you're gonna need some funding.
Man, see, here's what I've been thinking about the last few days. I grew up in St. Louis, freaking Missouri.
Sure.
Okay.
I grew up where every time I stepped outside the door, I was gonna get hit with racism or shot in the
Oh
face.
my God.
All right, so I know about
At
the
which-
streets.
at which
I
of
know
your 8
about
high
that
schools
life.
you went to
think
did
New
you
York
figure
scare
that
me?
out?
New York don't scare me. They should be afraid that a guy from St. Louis is coming to their city. They should be like, "Oh shoot, son. Oh, this may be. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if we can handle this, Jelly." Do they say that in New York? Oh, we're gonna die. That's probably.
Keith Hernandez did it well. I don't think you can follow in his
Look,
footsteps.
I've seen Seinfeld. How hard can it be? How hard can it be? I've seen them live. If
David
George
Lee,
Costanza
David
can-
Lee, and Larry Hughes got ran out of New York.
No, they didn't. They
Those
did
are the
just
two
fine.
most successful
No,
St.
man.
Louisans you know.
No, I ain't worried about. Look, man, I grew up next to Fairground Park,
You
where
gonna
people got shot in the streets on the hour, every hour,
I don't
and
think
I
that
had to
happened.
identify the bodies. You know how many morgues I've been to, man? You know how many funerals
Hey,
I've been to?
hey, hey,
I've been to
detective.
them all,
Count
man.
it.
Yeah,
That-
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I have a cul-de-sac, and I had to put my trash
You went
out
to a
before 10
Parkway
p.m.
school for a time.
Man, but that's because.
Which one? But
Bro,
Central. And he's wearing a Parkway North hoodie right now because he supports. He goes and he picks on Jewish kids in basketball games.
I do not. I teach them our ways.
Right.
man, what?
I'm telling you, man. When
Ask
this,
him if he could ever dunk.
Can you dunk?
It ain't about dunking. It's about can you fundamentally change a basketball game with things like solid passes.
All of a sudden you turn into John
for
Stockton.
sure.
Oh,
Okay.
what about getting the pass down to the paint? Can you get
Yeah.
it down to the low post? How good are you at setting screens? I ain't worried about all that fancy dunking and all that fun. That's what the kids sign up for. But if you want to be a true veteran in this league,
A mature game.
a mature game, you need
Okay.
to be able to come off the bench and be like, you want that screen? I got that screen. Pick and roll, let's do it.
What are you, a
Dunking?
coach's son? You
Yeah,
a
man,
scrappy
just-
coach's son?
It's all about being shifty
Wait.
and witty.
Don't say
Is this your
shifty.
Friday
Yeah, I
night
don't
lights
think
audition?
shifty
What's
is-
going on?
I don't know if that's what you
Yeah,
want.
That's not the word I
don't
want to
Yeah,
use.
Say
that's not
shifty
it
when
at all.
referring to a Parkway
Oh,
district.
Jesus,
Come on
I'm
now.
scared. So the sentence of the week.
All right, explain what's going on here. Oh, you know what? I have a little bit of an open for this.
Oh, we do? We have an open.
Yeah.
Sam, this is going to be a fun segment. You'll like
Man,
this.
I'm looking forward to it.
So, Travis, explain what the sentence of the week is.
Sentence
real
of the
quick.
week is essentially they take the words that I screwed up throughout the entire week and they put into one giant sentence to basically mock my public school education.
Yes.
So it's a good way for basically the whites to go, oh, see, I told y'all we shouldn't have gave them
now it's
books.
that.
So
Yeah.
sentence of the week.
Okay, so now for the open, it's just simply a word.
Okay.
It's
And
the
y-
longest word I know. So
Okay.
here you go.
Pneumano ultramicroscopic silico-volcanoconiosis.
There you go, Travis.
Is she single?
That's a word.
She's kind of cute.
That is a word.
That's a word.
Tongue strength.
That's the longest
10.
word in the dictionary, right?
As far as I know, and there's a gentleman, legendary newsman, radio newsman here in town, who I used to work with, Bob Hamilton, over at
Oh,
KMOY.
Bobby H.
Bob used to say that word as a warm up.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you give us a?
Want to give
Can
it
you
a shot?
reenact it?
I cannot.
No.
Come
You
on,
do a Bob
one time.
Hamilton.
Um.
What? How did he sign off?
Oh well, Bob. Whenever he would walk in the office, or I would walk in, and he'd be sitting at the news editor desk. Oh, Chris, how you be? And that's and
I'm
would-
Bob
he would
Hamilton.
Go, I'm Bob Hamilton.
KMOY.
Kenwick's News, and he would do this with his thumb. News as an out cue.
In studio, he would do that.
Yes.
That's pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie.
No, he's fantastic.
What? That booty do.
Yeah, there you go. Do that.
Is that going to be on Sesame
Feels
Street? now?
good.
Yeah,
doesn't
you
it?
better
I'm gonna
lose
see if I
that.
can- I probably should not put that into
From the
script.
comments section, I can't wait until Travis sees a New York rat.
I ain't gonna lie. That is at the top of the list of things I absolutely
First of
do
all,
not want
they
to see.
can't be any bigger than that one.
That's exactly what's going to be my
So
reaction.
okay, do we showed the photo, didn't we? That
Mm-hmm.
the rat that was in my backyard that my dog disposed of. I have a size 14 shoe, and it was 3/4 of my foot. Like, are they bigger than that?
I heard
That's
they're
some
like-
of them, I think.
Some say like they're house cat size.
Like,
So
they're-
yeah, I'm not.
They're like,
about
hey, give me your wallet.
Right, that's essentially like, I see your bum ass from St. Louis. You might as well just give me that St. Paul
They
right
wear
now.
Timberlands
Yeah,
do.
yeah. And they're like, you got those little cheese eaters in St. Louis.
and Iverson
I eat meat.
jerseys.
Yo, weak ass Emo's pizza dog. You ain't had no deep dish here, have you? You ain't had none of this, boy. Like, damn, this is the rudest rat I've ever met in my
Deep
life.
Dish is Chicago. Where
Oh,
do
that's
you-
right. I've never left the left the city limits.
This is not going to end well.
You're not even in the right city right now.
I shouldn't call you out for these white people. I'm sorry. I should have done that privately. I should have taken you
Look
aside.
at
I
Sam's like,
apologize.
this dumbass. He got it. White people. You don't even know the damn cities. All right, so what do we have for sentence of the week?
All right, I got it on the screen here for you.
All right, am I ready? Here we
Here's
go.
your sentence of the week. Don't look at it. You just got to read it.
Well, how do I read it if I can't look at it?
Well, now you can look at
You
it.
didn't want any studying.
All right, here we go. Am I ready?
Yep.
Okay. The vivacious Brad Renfro performed a succinct pommel horse routine in a dilapidated warehouse while Russell Westbrook frustratingly asked himself, what would Woody Woodpecker say?
That's really slow the way you read that.
I mean, I'm
Is that
like,
your
Practicing-
warm up?
He's practicing.
that.
He's practicing for.
I'm a
Sesame
little
Street.
bit like flustered over here. That was pretty good.
oh,
That was smooth.
I'll say, here we go. Let's try it one more time.
Now read fast.
All right, the vivacious Brad Renfro performed a succinct.
over.
Oh, boy, what is that name?
Renfro.
Jesus. The vivacious Brad Renfro.
Try it again.
The vivacious Brad Renfro performed a succinct pommel horse routine in a dilapidated warehouse while Russell Westbrook frustratingly asked himself, what would Woody Woodpecker say? Oh my God, I think
That was better.
I pulled a hamstring in my tongue.
There are no hamstrings.
There's
in your
no
tongue.
says Sue. What? Did you
Which
go?
one you
Did
would
you go to medical school?
I was the treasurer of future medical students in high school.
How do you get these positions, man?
Apparently, my grandma paid for it.
Yeah,
So what? Those are the words I screwed up this week. I'm
You
vivacious,
screwed up,
succinct,
Brad Renfro.
pommel horse. And by the way, pommel horse was off the air.
No, you said it on the air
Damn
too.
it, did I?
Pummel. You called it pummel horse.
Of course.
Dilapidated.
I remember screwing up Russell
Saying
Westbrook.
it like
I don't know
that.
why.
And what would Woody Woodpecker say was from last week.
Yeah.
So there you go.
There's our
feel-
sentence of the week.
Do you feel Sesame Street would still want you if they
I
were
would
aware?
imagine we're going to probably destroy this tape before it's all said and done.
It's not
It's
tape.
live.
I mean, well,
Streamed.
Y'all are live.
Oh wow.
in the- yeah.
Well, again,
You've
I
said the
will-
N-word on here,
I would just say
which is hilarious.
which is what I was said on fire. What I didn't say that, and I said don't be a nagger. That's what I said. So let's be
And
careful.
also, if he did say it, it wasn't for your amusement.
That's
Chris.
very true,
It
Chris.
was
We're not.
his expression.
Thank
of
you,
himself.
and I'm allowed to do that because of Jim Crow. So you need to shut your mouth.
That's not
That's a
accurate.
thing.
That's
That's
not
actually
a-
how it
that's
works.
true.
That's
Not a-
exactly. I read the rule book. So
Just because
shut
it's
up.
March, you're not just going to be out here.
Thank you. Thank
All right,
This is
you.
my month.
Right.
Ooh.
And like, I need to just again reiterate, it's so funny. It's so funny when it's said.
It's funny because the joke is funny, Chris.
No,
it's not
no, no.
because the word is funny.
Tell me to hand you that hat. Say, hand me that hat.
Hand me
Chris.
that hat, Chris.
All right, here you go. Now say, hand me that hat. N-word.
Hand me that hat, young man.
Oh man, see, well, that wasn't funny. Had you
it.
tagged it with N.
No, you would not have
that would've been
laughed.
silly.
I would have like, oh yeah, look at that.
Your face would have got
Nope.
red. You would have gotten uncomfortable. Gardner would have been uncomfortable.
No.
I
I would have.
I yelled
would've-
at Travis
I would've
for
laughed
saying it in
hysterically.
front of me.
Yeah, he did, and we was off the air. We were just sitting up here. I was talking about, man, that's some bomb ass chicken, you little. And then he was like, Travis, did you just? And so yeah, we had a whole conversation.
Before we go any further, it's about to be warm out. Means patio furniture needs to be taken care of. Means your busted, rusty ass smoker that you've been working on for 10 years. Oh no, the metal rusting, it helps the flavor.
It does.
It's
not
good
bad.
for the flavor.
Not bad.
It's not good for the flavor.
That sounds wild enough to be true, actually.
Someone said
Someone
that.
said that.
Someone-
Oh man, ain't nothing wrong
I
with
like
paint
a-
chips in your burger, dog.
I like a little orange tint. It's kind of like paprika, except it's iodized iron. But no, that's not how it works. Gateway Powder Coating, fast, durable, affordable. They're here to help. GatewayPowderCoat.com is where you go to check out all their capabilities. You need a new smoker touched up. If you need your chairs, your patio furniture, anything metal, they can powder coat it. GatewayPowderCoat.com. Go say hello to Mark and the fellas in O'Fallon. Thank you for sponsoring We Are Live. Now, recasting call. You feeling it? Gardner, we have time?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Do we have a
We have
cue or a
time.
sequence?
No.
Oh, we
It's
just
a-
go
this is
for it.
Travis.
We just
Travis
dive right
will
in.
introduce
Travis,
We'll go
explain
right
explain the task at hand.
One thing we enjoy doing on this show.
Maybe
is
next week we should use Sesame Street characters in some way
we
to
will.
recast.
I'd like to get as far away from that as
Oh
possible.
man, that
Let's recast the movie we're going to use with Sesame Street. I'm calling. What do you think, Travis?
all views expressed here on We Are Live
You know-
are not exclusively of one Travis Terrell or Sesame Street and any of its affiliates. Anybody who says anything disparaging on the show does not represent my views
Just
in
because
any way,
you
shape, or
do
form.
that voice and that tone
can't
doesn't
do that.
mean that it's an actual legal
No,
disclaimer.
I
where'd
feel
you go to
like-
law school?
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
My great uncle paid for me to get into Hickey College, and I earned
College.
a legal transcript degree in 6 short months.
Right, that's good.
I am a paralegal.
So community. So you're that's the,
Yes.
you got a fake law degree. Yeah.
Absolutely.
makes
yeah.
sense.
I'm
I-
glad we understand that.
we do a segment where we would like to put our own touch on some of these famous films, but in just simply just finding random actors, characters to install in place of these films, we come up with themes. We come up with something that's a little bit more niche. So what we're going to do today, we're going to recast.
Or niche.
Yeah, you can use that one too.
Which one do you like?
That's a rough one.
Is that a French word?
It most certainly is.
Damn Frenchies. Ugh.
That is not really.
Disparaging.
They make me sick. Oui. Shut up. The fact is,
May I?
yes.
Avec mes hamburgers.
See, they're awful. They're awful.
What about
it-
French Canadians?
They're not bad.
George
They're very-
St. George
they're very
St. Pierre
cool.
cleared their
Yeah,
name.
Very
He's a
GSP.
fighter.
You know it. He was in a Marvel film.
He was.
I have French
Nerd.
Canadian blood.
Do you?
That
Yeah.
explains.
My
that
family
explains
was,
your fighting
that
style.
makes sense.
Yeah.
It does.
We were fur traders.
You.
Yes.
You know what the proper term
Sure,
was. That?
sure, yeah.
From back fur trade. Slavery.
No. What?
Colonizers.
Yeah, that's what it was.
No.
Fur traders.
Colonizers.
All
is-
kinds
Right.
of fur.
Like
Fur, like lots of fur. Yeah, we put.
They were fro traders.
Yes, yes.
I'm glad you found your way to that. That was good. Yes. I don't know that it would have worked as well had I.
Bookman.
All right. So the movie we have chosen is The Departed.
Yes.
Great movie.
Long movie.
Long movie.
Oh, boy.
I'd say it's pretty good. I really enjoyed being in it. I got to shoot a bunch of people in the head.
Thank you, Mark Wahlberg. It's good. Good
Do
of
you
you
remember
to
that
make
time?
it. I do.
Do you remember the time the Vietnamese guy?
Well,
in real life, I
we
almost killed
talked
him.
about that yesterday, Mark. And
That's okay because I prayed to God.
you
It's
may,
all good.
You may want to lay low for a
Listen,
while.
your people say it all the time.
No,
Praise
we
God.
don't have
Ask
to
for,
go, Mark.
ask for forgiveness.
Oh man,
Peace. I'm out. Funky bunch.
Those were not good vibrations. Come on. So
Yeah.
we're doing The Departed, but we must replace the cast
Yep.
with black 90s sitcom actors. So that is how we're doing Recasting Call today. The movie is The Departed, and you must replace the main characters in the movie with 90s sitcom black actors. Denman, do you think you'll be able to do this?
I'll crush you at this.
All right, Miss Alliance, do you want to start off? We'll
Who's
go.
playing me?
Oh gosh. Let's go down the list of the actual cast of The Departed.
Okay, hit it.
And so we can figure out who's going to be playing here. Of course, main character Leonardo DiCaprio, Billy Costigan.
Spoiler alert.
Who do you have playing Billy Costigan in The Departed?
For the role of Billy Costigan
Yes.
in the black recasting of The Departed, Sam Lyons takes Will Smith.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
That's a-
I'll let you
that's a
explain
good one.
yourself, and then I'd like to follow up.
Okay.
Please,
I
Sam.
gotta explain.
Oh, no, I haven't. May I?
I have explanations for some. Yeah, give me
May
your
I?
thoughts on it. Yeah.
Same thing. He knows how to switch. On the weekends, you're down in Southie, dropping your R's and running around breaking windows, and then you go back to your private school and you're hoity-toity. You don't want to be a cop. Why are you here? That's why. Same thing with Fresh Prince.
Okay, I like
Wow.
Mean
this.
Streets of
I like
Philadelphia.
this. That was good.
He goes to Bel Air, and he's
Yeah.
hanging out there, and he's got to act like he ain't street, and he's got to really put it together. So not exactly. So DiCaprio just had that. Billy Costigan had
Yeah.
that ability, as does Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
So you
Great
got,
pull.
So you're going Will Smith. Who would you put in the role of Billy Costigan in your movie?
Oh, that's it. That's the
You're
only.
going Will
answer.
Smith is your only
No,
one?
it's the
He
Fresh
explained my
Prince.
thoughts perfectly.
That's
Okay,
the Fresh
very
Prince.
good,
That's
very
the
good.
only way.
She's
Yeah.
Southie Philly
Got
instead
the
of Southie Boston.
got
yeah.
the fresh
Sorry,
face.
Westie.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, what do you think of that?
That's not bad. So you
Yeah.
both are going with Will Smith.
Yeah, I can't argue that.
That's a good one. All right. Let's move on then to the role of Colin Sullivan, which was played by Matt
Yeah.
Damon. Who is playing in the role of Matt Damon? 90s black sitcom.
This is where it got tough pretty early. Like Will Smith was obvious for Billy, but I wasn't
Okay.
sure about Colin. Thinking about it, I've been back and forth. I'm gonna stick with Martin Lawrence for Colin Sullivan.
Oh, I like this movie is coming together. This movie is coming together now.
It's Bad
This is
Boys,
my
but
kind.
They never see
but
each other.
yes. They're
It's the
connected.
yes, it's Dark Matter Bad Boys.
The audience would be very conflicted as well because they're
Mm-hmm.
like, we've seen them work together before, but they wouldn't be associating it in that universe.
That's a
It's the same-
good
they're-
one.
Like they are the black like Matt Damon and more Ben Affleck, I guess, than Leo.
Sure.
But like those, just like that's a great pairing. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence.
I think Sam's got the hang of it here.
I
This
think
is
he
good.
does indeed. All right.
This is
So
all I do all day is just think about
Just think
ridiculous
about-
things like this. Yeah.
Right, that
Just think
makes
about Martin
sense.
Lawrence. Yeah.
think about Martin Lawrence. I'll do all day long. All right. You have Jack Nicholson, of course, the famous Frank Costello.
Okay, Sam, what do you got? And I may have an argument here. Let's see.
Okay.
I can't justify it, but John Witherspoon.
John Witherspoon,
Witherspoon.
friend of the show. John. This is the best
Oh, man.
movie.
John Witherspoon.
This
About
is
the
the
right
best
age, too.
reboot
So
ever.
he's still like vicious Frank Costello, but as Pops.
But as
from-
Pops.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
He'll bring his own special touch to it. Like he's John Witherspoon, of course, but it's gonna.
And you wouldn't have to change it up too, because he would sell that part. He's like, sometimes the guineas come up from the south, and we got to take care of that. I would like that.
I wonder if John Witherspoon ever said guineas in his life.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't he from New York?
No, he golfs and plays tennis and stuff. Like, I almost wonder if he said guinea referring to a bird as well.
That's very likely.
Sorry for my farm knowledge.
Or the country Papa New.
Yes, of course. That's where I was going to go next.
Travis, you late again. Travis.
That's
Great, John.
actually John Witherspoon.
That's gonna.
In here.
Yes, that's gonna.
So wait, okay. So are we settled on that? I mean, is there anything we could take another way?
I've gone so far. I'm with you. I would not have gone John Witherspoon, though. That's a great play. Right. I would have gone Sinbad.
Oh, who is?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So because I'm just like
myself.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. So yeah. So that's
so
who I would
you
have
put him somewhere else.
Oh, you have him. So okay.
got a
So
role for Sinbad.
so okay. Oh, now I'm really excited. All right. So now we're on to Mark Wahlberg.
Okay.
Sergeant Diggum.
Wow.
Sinbad
is Sergeant. You know what? That could work. Here's the great thing about Sinbad, because when he was on a show, he illustrated how he hated being typecast as the clean guy, the clean comedian. He's like, I got stuff that's, out there. So for him to be in that role,
yeah,
yes.
Sinbad's weird. That Always Sunny episode with
yes,
and he's really proud
and
of
he's
that.
very proud. He loves working with those guys.
That's fantastic.
Whenever he settled in and did our show because of his respect for me and admiration as well, he definitely expressed that. He was very, very happy to do something like that. I'll go with Mark. Dang it. Yes, Mark Cooper.
You know what? Mark Cooper in the Sergeant Diggum role?
Wait.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I like this.
I thought about that actually.
That's right.
Good.
Yeah.
He was the original Steph Curry.
Yeah. Exactly.
And yep, facts.
Big facts.
Yeah.
So that's okay. I like that. That would be a huge turn in that
show's
movie
wild.
because you'd be like, that's Mark Cooper, and he's using a lot of racial slurs right now. This is amazing.
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right. So the role of Madeline, played by Vera Farmiga.
Write that down.
Damn it!
I knew. I was waiting for it.
Dang it, you knew it was coming. He was like, "Here it comes."
Yeah, I
Let's
was
screw
like,
this
how
up."
are we going to get to this one?
You
huh?
son of a. All right, so Vera Farmiga, Madeline, of course, who played the boyfriend of Colin Sullivan, but had relations with Billy
Well,
Costigan.
she would be the girlfriend in this instance.
Yes.
You don't know. I mean, we don't.
It's true. I wasn't there.
All right. So who do you have playing this role?
This was another tough one. A lot of black '90s moms could have gotten this.
A lot of black.
Could've
Yeah.
gotten it all right.
I think you. I think you might go with the one I didn't choose. I'm taking Felicia Rashad
Oh.
from the Cosby Show.
Oh, Claire Huxtable
Huxtable,
from the
baby.
Cosby Show. This is gonna be a phenomenal film. I can just see the heads turning now in Hollywood if this was an actual reboot. With Will Smith, Martin Lawrence,
and Felicia
Rashad as the love interest.
I'm impressed
With John
that show.
Witherspoon. White America would would go to each of our communities and just set it ablaze.
I have
or
a
set
couple-
us free.
Or set us free.
One or the other. They're gonna love it or hate it. There's no in between.
Oh, that's outstanding. I would have gone a different route here. I would have gone Queen Latifah.
Oh.
I would have gone Queen Latifah in this
Okay.
particular
All
instance.
right.
All right.
If we're really going to because then you'll definitely get white people in the movie that they love some Queen Latifah. They love her.
I thought you might go dark skinned Aunt Viv.
Oh,
The real
I
Aunt Viv.
forgot her name. It slipped right out of me, but I don't want to like that. She's got an actual name. She's a very talented actress.
Sure. She's worked a lot since.
hater. You're just a
Maybe
hater,
there's a
man.
reasons she didn't get picked back up.
All right.
Okay,
Hey.
there's a reason. All right.
We got a couple
Wasn't there
more
a bunch of
roles
stuff
here.
behind the scenes or something?
We got and then we're gonna just do the main characters. There's some host of this.
Oh,
is
I've got a
great
few
ensemble.
suggestions.
Okay.
Too. Yeah.
Oh,
go
we
ahead.
got Alec Baldwin's character, Captain. Is it Ellis?
Ellerby.
Ellerby. Yeah. Okay. Captain Ellerby.
Reginald Vell Johnson.
There it is.
See, this is where you're wrong.
There it is.
Vel Johnson's been tabbed as Captain Queenan already. Sorry, I apologize.
You're
he,
gonna-
he needs to be higher up. I don't know.
Reginald Vilja.
I will concede he'll be one of them. But okay, we'll say he's.
Okay, I've
we'll
got
say
an
he's
interesting
Ellerby.
Queenan pick,
He's
too.
okay. I
All
gotta
right,
hear
so
that.
Captain Queenan, of course, played by the great Martin Sheen.
Yeah.
Who do you have for that one?
May he rest in peace, James Avery.
Nice. That would have been good.
Phil
Oh, that would have been
has
so
to-
good.
All right, I concede.
Man, this is a dope ass movie, man. You got Will Smith and James Avery in the film together. I would have cried my ass off.
Golden Globes for days.
Oh, that's easy.
No Oscars. But,
All right, so I'm going to throw you a curveball here. There was a black character.
I knew you were gonna do this.
Okay, excellent. So the black character, Anthony Anderson,
Uh-huh.
and literally in the cast, it's Brown.
Trooper Brown.
Trooper Brown.
Was in the
Thank
Academy
you,
with
Scorsese. Thank you
Leo.
for your.
You're a black guy in Boston.
Yes.
I don't need to make it harder for you.
Yeah. Who do you have for that role?
Dustin Diamond.
That's
man.
great.
Oh, come on. That's man, this is a classic.
This us. Sam, here's what's gonna happen. They are gonna kill you,
Yes.
man. They're-
That's bad.
I've been dead inside
Poor
for years.
representation.
Travis. Come with it.
You
Right
put-
off Cherokee Street. Where you?
That's good payback because y'all just be throwing black actors from anywhere and just throwing them in y'all white ass
Yep.
movies.
Right.
So this is payback. We
Yeah.
putting Screech in this movie.
If y'all can put LL Cool J in a Halloween sequel,
Yes.
and Busta Rhymes in a separate one,
Yes.
for no reason.
Oh yeah, this is a good point. Thank you, Sam, for making that point so clear. We gon' throw so many trash white people in these movies, boy. We can't wait. Ooh, let's go.
What about LL Cool J's very famous shark movie?
Oh,
Deepest, darkest, bluest. Remember that one? He had the accompanying song.
Nope.
Deep Blue Sea.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Ah.
Darkest,
Was
bluest.
was that the end of the?
Did you have any other
I
ones?
had a couple more.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
I
right.
have one too.
So Mr. French.
That was played by the great
Ooh, this would be
Ray
good.
Winstone.
I went with your boy Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Mm.
Just, I thought that'd be
Oh,
fun.
Theo.
Theo Huxtable.
Theo Huxley,
Yep.
and he still acts, so that would
Still
be
acts.
good.
He was in Community for like 2
Yes,
seasons.
he was.
Yeah, as the-
and
as
gosh,
the-
he's on a really hit show right now, and I'm an idiot, and it's a big show right now. I'm
us, Malcolm.
sorry.
Forgive us.
Sorry.
I wanted to mention this real quick because this sounds like a great movie, but there's one name I've been waiting to hear and I still haven't heard it yet. So I'm waiting to see if you guys get to
Yeah.
it, or else I'm not going to go see the movie.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not gonna be me because finally for Cousin Sean,
Cousin Sean,
played
that
by
was played
Kevin
Kevin
Corrigan.
Corrigan.
This
better be good.
Very good.
DJ Jazzy Jeff. That's Cousin Sean.
Yes, this movie is just
He's
gonna
literally
rip.
Will Smith's cousin. Like,
This is
it's-
great.
Yeah.
This movie's gonna rip the
pretty
white
good.
community apart,
If-
and I'm looking.
So wait,
forward
are they
to
going to
that.
have a musical scene together?
You better believe
Right.
it will
What are you
be.
talking about? It's 2 hours and 45 minutes. No, we're making it. We're going roots length.
Yes,
Recast.
man.
yes. There's gonna be a part 2 to
It's
this.
going to be
Yeah,
longer. It's gonna be
yeah,
longer than
boy.
Aretha's funeral.
Yes.
Now, okay, if DJ Jazzy Jeff, which is our top choice, isn't available, I nominate one, Alfie of My Brother and Me.
Oh wow.
That's right.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
not familiar.
Alfie Parker. It was probably 2 seasons on
Okay.
Nickelodeon in the mid 90s, 97 to 99.
Okay, I do
Yeah.
recall this.
And
All
then
right.
I would
I
also,
didn't think
since
Nick
he's
had some good.
Goo.
Yeah.
Is there a spot for Goo from
Go.
from My Brother and Me?
There has to be.
There has to be.
All right. So, did you want to replace any particular characters from the recasting call that Sam has put out? Do you have any other actors from 90s sitcoms that you would put in place of The Departed?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few you could tap into. Sam just did such a good job. Delahunt was a big. He was a good character.
Okay.
He had killed. You could always go with somebody like you could get the son. What's
Waiting on a name.
Hang on.
I'm waiting on a
I think
name
I think I know the name. Can I? I think I
I
know
want-
who you would want.
I want Waldo Faldo in there at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, I would be. So,
Okay.
From Family Matters.
I
He'd be a
think-
good cousin Sean too.
Can
yeah,
you guess?
he would.
I think I know what it is. You want? Can I go? Is it Frank Costello's character?
It's
But you just want
it's
this
not a
actor in the
character, It's
movie.
an actor I want in the movie.
Well, I had Frank Costello being played by Bill Cosby.
That is not it.
Damn it. Who's the
Controversial.
actor?
Is someone coming in a movie?
Who am I missing?
I'm not going to see this movie unless Dwayne Wayne, Kadeem Hardison,
Kadeem Hardison.
is in the movie.
Kadeem Hardison would be a good Sergeant Diggum.
Yeah, he would. Does Kadeem have a movie coming out?
I don't believe so.
Damn. Oh, I thought you were talking about like a specific movie that Kadeem.
No,
You
no.
trying to go
I'm not-
see this
I will
movie.
see this
Okay,
You
movie
need
I
to
can
see.
relax now.
You
I'm
won't
sorry.
see
I
this
got
movie unless
very-
Kadeem Hardison
unless
is in this.
Kadeem
film.
Hardison
That's
has a
fair.
role in
Okay.
it.
We have
That's
not
fair.
mentioned Keenan or Kel.
I was going to go that route. I had in the
Oh,
place of
I
Billy
knew about that.
Costigan, I was going to have Jamie Foxx play that role. Then I was going to have Marlon Wayans play the role of Colin Sullivan.
Yes.
I had Bill Cosby playing Frank Costello. Sergeant Diggum, actually, I had Man, Mr. Cooper was a good one.
That was
That
really
was really, really good. I think I'm gonna go LL Cool J in that role.
Can we get a Tommy Davidson in the background at some point?
You know what? How
Which
about we do
character
that?
would
I
you-
like that. Tommy Davidson can play Captain Ellerby.
Okay,
All
there
right,
you go.
all right.
That can definitely.
So we've done it.
Yeah, we did. And then I would have Tashina Arnold as Madeline role, Vera Farmiga.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
Feel
yeah,
good
my
about that?
Mr. Brown, Trooper Brown would be played by none other than Zach Morris.
Oh, Mark Paul Gusker.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, so he
I
would
like
play
it.
that role.
Okay.
I like that. Oh, so Dustin and Mark can just
Yeah,
switch it out.
yeah,
They-
basically. That's
Yeah.
it. That's
guys.
what would be. This
Trooper
is a-
Brown becomes two characters because white people.
So do you guys just think
can't
of
take
white
the one
culture
that
as
becomes-
Saved by the Bell?
Yes, 100%.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And the college
I-
years.
You
And
know
the
what?
college
You know what?
years?
You lack perspective in this one. I recognize I lack perspective when dealing with black culture and black Twitter. I readily admit that. It is very apparent both of you lack that in this case.
Listen,
You didn't
I'm-
mention hiking one time.
No, we didn't.
Not once.
This,
No, it's March. I'm going to march on this.
Jesus,
This is bad.
this is getting tight in here.
you know what? And we know, and we screwed up. We should. And there's got to be. Okay, so then I want Mr.
Who's going to damn Saved by the Bell for characters?
All right, so then I want. Can I have Captain Queen and be played by none other than Charles S. Dutton? The Rock.
Yeah.
Rock has to play.
Yeah, that was a great show.
Martin
for
Sheen's
the
character.
season and a half it was on, I'm
It
sure.
was on 2 seasons.
I watched all of it.
and it was very good.
What about Sherman Hensley? Would he have made it in?
Sherman Hensley.
He would if he was around. He could have been.
What years was Amen on?
Sherman Hensley could have. He could have been in on the action for sure.
I watched Amen a lot.
I watched Amen a ton.
Don't remember any of it, but it was all.
Oh, it was always on, and I always watched. I couldn't tell you about an episode.
Ooh.
I couldn't tell you about a
Was
storyline.
he a deacon?
I think
at
he was a
church?
deacon, but I felt like he had a younger woman. I think
She
was
was-
his wife.
It was his wife,
That was his wife.
or maybe his wife had died. This was like a church. We're not. I don't
You
know.
know,
We're-
here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
We're gonna do an Amen podcast.
You know what
Yes.
I'm
We're
mad
gonna do an
about?
Amen
Did he
podcast.
drive a Cadillac?
I want to say he did, and then he
did drive a
danced,
Cadillac.
and then he did the
theme
double
song-
dutch. The double dutch.
Yes, theme song, yeah.
Shine on me.
Yeah.
Shine
That theme
on-
song and the
Shine on me.
Wayne Brothers theme songs were
Yes.
the soundtracks to my childhood.
Yes, yes. We will do an Amen. This is already
Before
happening.
you leave for New York, we're gonna do it.
We'll do an Amen podcast. This is gonna be good.
Hey.
It will be the most downloaded thing on the internet.
Boy, thanks for that gift we're going to get from that sequence. Derek Dockett, if you're watching, that needs to be done. Well, that was a great recasting call. Wow, that was something.
Need this movie now.
Yeah, I would watch the hell out of it, man. When you had Will Smith going, Sam knows his films. He knows what he's doing. So next week we're gonna take a shot at The Godfather.
That'll be good.
So we're gonna definitely find a new way to
Have we
ruin.
decided
Oh
that?
boy.
We're gonna go with The Godfather,
Okay.
and then I'll tell you the theme next week.
Sesame
Did you hear the
Street
disdain?
characters.
No,
Oh,
we
no.
won't be doing that. We
Oh,
put out
no.
with The Godfather. We
It's
can't
not
do
decided yet.
that.
So,
Get your fair fouls in, everybody. We got a
Big
couple
Bird
minutes before
is
we do
Don
that.
Corleone.
Oh God, no! Get him away from the movie.
He's the strongest of the group, absolutely. What do you think you're going to do in New York, really?
Oh man.
Like really, really?
I'm a sites guy. I liked because again,
He's like, I don't watch Netflix when I'm not working.
well, that's probably definitely going to happen. But I have been so obsessed again with television and films that have taken place in New York. So I'm going to be the guy that's like, oh, they shot Goodfellas here. Or, oh, that was in that one movie.
Would you walk
So I'll probably
around-
be the guy that
Okay.
does that from time to time.
Would you walk around with that part in the Jay-Z song where she's in New York? And you just on repeat and you're just kind of hopping around looking at all the
No,
buildings?
the lyric actually from that song that's been in my head is that 7 million lives and half of y'all won't make it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Boop.
well, I don't like those odds, Mr. Hova. I don't care for that one,
Hova.
Mr. Hova. I don't care for that at all.
You gonna hit Harlem at all?
I am.
you-
I'm gonna hit everything.
Are you a ASAP Rocky fan?
I like ASAP. I'm not. I wouldn't call myself a fan.
Watch some videos because he does like most of his videos are just in parts of Harlem.
Oh, yeah?
Some real cool sites over there in that
Well,
part.
I'm gonna be hip. Do
May I
they wear their hats
suggest-
And
backwards
his
in New
videos
York?
are just great.
Okay, I need to
May
check
I
that
suggest
out.
an architecture tour? Those are fantastic
I'm not
often.
gonna do that.
Oh come on.
I am gonna go to a few museums.
Don't you want to go see buildings? You want to go see buildings?
At the
go
hot-
look at the
It's
buildings.
New York. It's all buildings.
I
You'll see
That's
the
what I
Empire
say.
State Building. You'll see Trump Tower.
Selfie
You'll
in
see-
front of Trump Tower.
Ooh, no, let's not.
You're not doing that one?
I'm no. I don't. You guys understand? Like I want to lay low. I don't want to draw too much attention to myself. But if I do run into Zoe Kravitz, I will definitely shoot my shot.
But go see buildings.
I will see a few.
I mean, you're gonna try and sneak into, Rockefeller Center and all that.
No,
too.
definitely.
Yeah,
Statue
I
of
mean,
Liberty.
I think I'll do the. I'll do the Statue of Liberty thing. I'll do
Yeah,
the.
right. He's just gonna have somebody put his, the creepy Travis face just like next to all that stuff, and he's like,
Also,
yeah,
do
Can we
that.
get a creepy Travis face on the Statue of Liberty Photoshop?
That's not necessary.
That's an official
There's
request,
no need for
listeners.
any of
Thank you.
that. You don't have to do any of that at all.
Or a creepy Travis face just in different sites throughout New York, just kind of looking over.
No, I don't want to do anything stupid like bump into a mob boss. I don't want to do anything stupid like run into the president of NBC and knock him off like his Segway or whatever they ride in.
That
New
would
York. I
happen
don't
to
know
you.
what
I-
happens.
that's-
Like that's
you
the
know
kind of
what?
thing I want to avoid.
Okay.
Doing something incredibly stupid where like the entire city of New York is pissed off. Like I see Aaron Judge on the subway and I like hit his elbow and he's out for 3 months.
Do you
like
feel
I don't want
like
to be
you're
the guy where the city hates
capable
me.
of managing using the subway system? I worry about you.
I did it drunk. You'll be
It's
fine.
no metro.
And that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to train on the metro
Yeah.
for the next couple of months. I'm gonna I want to be one with the dealers. I want to be one with the movers
Travis,
and
you'll be
shakers.
fine. I
You should
was
hit Chicago
19
for
and
the
drunk and found my way back from Queens to
Oh.
Soho.
Is that a Plain White Tee song that you're singing?
No, we could
Sounds
turn it
kinda
into
like
one
Turn it
though.
into- I'd listen to that.
Would you? Are you gonna DM Luke Voigt, first baseman of the New York Yankees, who's from St. Louis? Do you think you'll DM him as well?
Yeah, I think I'm playing.
I think there's a little list he has of like people he's heard of that are from St. Louis that do something in New York.
Yeah, I think
And
I'm
I
pl-
think that there's going to be a lot of message requests.
if there's ever been a time for me to tap into all the favors that we have curried over the last three and a half years on this show, I'm absolutely do. You think I'm not hitting
How
up
many
Roy
favors
Wood?
you got
yeah, I was
there?
going to say.
I don't
how
have a
many, How many
ton.
things have you done for people?
I haven't done anything for people. I'm just gonna pull the hey man, I'm black.
Oh,
And then I'm gonna drop my jaws and get in the big eyes.
Tilt to the right instead.
Okay.
There you go. Much more
Did
sympathetic.
you say drop your jaws
My
or
jaws,
your drawers?
both maybe.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. It's New York, bro. As
Bro.
New York, you got to do that stuff.
Oh, do you?
So yeah, I'm excited. And then I hear like their Chili's stay open till like 12:30. Very excited for that. Very excited.
Good for
New
you.
York. Yeah, I'm very
It's a
happy.
good
for that.
baseball bar up there. You should take a look at.
Man, I'm just
Fall
thinking about
weeks.
like I really should not have seen all those movies and TV shows as a kid.
It's gonna take up your
'Cause
whole summer.
It's gonna absolutely take up my entire summer, and I'm gonna be freaked out. I'm gonna be freaked out. The rat thing is really messing with
You know,
me.
you're gonna have to video a lot of what you're doing.
Man, I ain't
for
video
us.
nothing. I look like a tourist.
You are a tourist.
That's beside the point. I can't look like it though. Oh, but I will go to a black barber shop. Oh, I'll look forward to doing that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, hey man, Knicks suck.
And then what?
And I don't know what.
And
Then they'll probably be
we'll
like,
have
"Yeah,
next
you're
service
right."
For you, and I'll be the new co-host of the show.
There it
That's
is.
what's gonna happen.
Just walk around going,
Walk
Dolan should sell the team.
Yeah.
You'll,
Okay.
You'll really ingratiate
Oh.
yourself to the entire community.
Hey man, is Jeter coming back? Jeets. They call him Jeets.
They do call him Jeets.
Jeets.
No, Jeets is what he says when he's.
Oh.
oh my.
You read those stories?
Intimate.
Damn it.
And then you get a gift basket.
Oh, for the love of God.
Oh, I forgot about the gift baskets.
What's the worst thing you guys think could happen to me while I'm in New York?
You get murdered.
Well, I didn't think you were going to lead with
Yeah.
that.
You said the worst thing.
Well, I was hoping you were going to keep it within the, non-murder category.
Well, okay, you'd get tortured and murdered.
Okay, well, damn.
Serial killer on the loose.
Let's hope not. That was a mob boss
Drops your
2
body
days ago.
Drops your body in the East River.
Oh, not the East River.
Can't identify you afterwards. They have to
Oh,
go to
that's-
dental records.
That's worse than Honduras and me
But
potentially crashing
he's
in a
taking all your
helicopter.
teeth out as well, so it makes it harder for you to identify and cut off your fingers so you can't.
Man,
This is what it's like.
Something
being
like that.
sober,
Bernard
huh?
cares about you a lot. Like, he's
Yeah,
really
I
worried
can
about
tell.
you.
I don't want that to happen to you.
No,
Is what I'm
thank
saying,
you.
Travis.
Thanks, guys.
I was gonna say he got picked up on the cast of like Young and the Restless or something. Did they film out
Oh,
there?
Sean would love that.
Yeah, I was thinking that would be bad.
I
Because
don't
then
know
you
if
would
they
settle
film
into
there.
it, and that's your job for the next 40 years.
I'd watch Young and the Restless if Travis was on it.
Oh, that's dope. Thank you, guys. That's so nice.
I also when I was a kid, a little Young and the Restless, a little General Hospital with my grandmother. Yeah.
Nice.
General Hospital with my
Stuff gave
mom.
me a headache.
All my children.
My mom loved Frisco Jones, Jack Wagner,
Ah, yeah.
Jack, Frisco Jones and Felicia. Man, that love.
What is is happening to
That
this show
love
right
that they
now?
had.
we covered a
When
lot of
Visco
ground
Jones
there.
was held captive
What
for a
is-
couple years,
what
and
is
she
go-
almost married another guy,
was
and he
wild,
showed up.
dude.
What is happening?
When that little girl fell down that well for like
Yes.
12 episodes.
What?
Yo, I
How
was
are
so
you
worried
guys
about
doing
her.
episode rundowns of Young and the Restless?
This is General Hospital.
Oh, General Hospital. Who are you people?
I've made fun of soap operas like literally my whole life, but if you think about it, The Walking Dead, Marvel,
Soap
everything else,
Yeah.
all they are stories.
are
There's
soap
no
operas.
end in
Your
sight.
stories.
Yeah,
Every
there's
show is
there is no
basically
end
a
in
soap
sight.
opera,
You're
honestly.
right.
There's
Like-
there's no love or respect for the creative cobbling together and then a succinct end to it.
Daily
No,
episodes.
it's a methadone
Like-
drip. It's just we'll just keep you alive. We'll keep it going.
Those writers are supposed to be crazy. Just
We would
when,
have to
oh, we
pay.
haven't done this in 8 months. Let's run this
you think
storyline of
it-
missing twin brother again.
Do you think they're that crazy, or do you think the showrunner comes in and says, "You will do this, bye bye," and walks out the room?
That's
Do
probably-
you think that's
yeah.
what it is?
I think that's probably
That's what
how
it
it
feels
goes.
like.
Yeah.
It's gotten corporate, man.
I just don't want a Cloverfield situation to happen while I'm in New York because I don't have
Oh,
friends.
do you think that would happen?
If
This is how big of a narcissist he is. He thinks that in
I have the
all
same
of the
fears.
history of the U.S., now is the time a giant alien attack will happen. 'cause
Listen,
his
Why
dumbass
wouldn't
is
it be?
there
Because that's
for
how it
90
always
days.
happens.
That's
When
how it
some
happens.
average Joe is
Thank
in
you.
from out of town.
Thank you.
I'm so excited. It gets to New York, see all this culture, all this
Yes.
history.
Right. Yes.
And finally, I'm a young black
Hilarity
kid. I
and
finally
Yes.
made it.
Oh
And then
my
the
God.
aliens come in, and that's just your whole weekend.
Yeah.
Now is just running from.
Why
aliens.
are you making this all about you though, too, Travis?
Okay.
Because what if while you're gone, 'cause I think about this at least once a week,
Uh-oh.
what if while you're gone the big earthquake happens here in St.
No,
Louis?
that would
That-
be.
yeah.
That
and
would
you're
be-
not here with us.
I'd be like, no. Did they save the emos?
And you'd be like, oh,
like,
look,
oh.
there's where Goodfellas was filmed.
That's how he'd respond. All right, fine. Guys, you want
While
to do
Twitter's down here.
Do you want to do some fair or foul? What are we doing? Before we go on to fair or foul, big thanks to Hillside Animal Hospital and Dr. Ed for coming in every Wednesday. We love working with him, and you should take your pets to Hillside Animal Hospital right here in the beautiful city of St. Louis. I want to have that moment with Travis where he's on the bus and he's about to leave, and his new host is waiting on the bus for him, and then I come back and I say, "You know what I think, Travis? You should stay here in St. Louis, Missouri."
Thanks, Hick.
Yeah, that's right.
you gonna take
Forrest
the bus?
Gump. You ever seen that?
I have.
We got to crowdfund a bus ticket
Yeah.
for him.
Can you guys?
I'll take on that project.
If you would take the bus, that would be like what, a 20-hour, 3-day bus
It's
ride.
about- my brother did it from Mississippi. It's
Bad?
It's about 3 days.
Mississippi to what?
To New York.
Excuse me?
That's how. Do you
he
know
was
how
gonna
buses
do mega
work?
bus, but it was gonna take like 6 days, and my dad was like, "No, I'll get you a Greyhound ticket."
God.
And Greyhound was 3 days from Mississippi to New York.
And how many stops at prisons did the
Oh, I
Greyhound
didn't think
make?
Like
Yeah.
every 6, I think. Was that a
Jesus,
prison?
man.
Yeah.
That's. Could you do 3 days on a Greyhound?
I mean, as long as I'm not getting my head cut off. Remember
That's
that?
fair.
You just gotta
happened?
have make sure you got like a portable charger with you, a couple
Portable
books to read. I
charger.
could do. Yeah, I did.
Brass knuckles.
Yeah,
Let
we
people
did
know.
Greyhound a lot when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, we
Oh,
did.
okay.
We did all of our trips. Like all our family vacations were on Greyhound. We would get these like 15 or 30-day like passes you could do because we were homeschooled for elementary
Bathrooms?
school.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
okay.
Do they have,
Greyhound
do they have
passes.
bathrooms?
Yeah, they have bathrooms.
Oh.
And you would just go anywhere within the U.S. With this pass. And so we would do like 30. We went to New England a couple times.
Well,
We
that's
did,
kinda
like,
cool, then.
Arizona,
That is
New
kinda
Mexico.
cool.
Greyhound's like dope. Like it's like some rough stuff happens on those buses, but like the overall
Yeah.
concept of it and opportunities it gives people to travel. is-
If you
See,
make
Travis?
it through, you come out on the other side.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about getting murdered in New York. You might get your head cut off on the bus before you even get there.
That could 100%
Yeah,
happen.
that's definitely a thing.
Huh.
Do they frisk you for weapons on that? No.
Maybe it's some state. I don't know.
I'd
That-
bring a
no, I don't
weapon.
know.
I'd
In the
bring a
words of
weapon,
Michael
too.
Scott, you're so white.
That was pretty
You're
white.
so white.
Well, I mean, they do it at airports. So it's,
Guy literally got his head cut off. I know that's one time, but like, hey man,
do they
somebody
frisk you at
coming
train
out.
stations?
Do they frisk? Oh, they don't frisk at the train station.
You ask me as if I've rode on any of these modes of transportation.
Walk right into that one. Walk right into that one.
You
Losers.
Uber everywhere. You Uber everywhere.
I Uber to New York. Yes, that's how I get there. Uber. What's the nice one?
Black.
Black.
Yeah, Uber Black everywhere. Do you want to do some fair or foul?
Yes, please.
All right, let's play.
It's now
let's play
time for the
game.
people's fair or foul.
At this defining moment, change has come to America.
People often ask me, what's fair or foul?
Right.
Is it a segment? Is it a movement? Is it hope? I can't say for certain. Time will be
'cause
a
it's
true
never
test
happened.
of its power.
very
But I
true.
can say fair or foul is now and forever for the people. Gather around the radio with your loved ones and hold on to your butts. It's now time for fair
We give it back to you, the people.
or foul.
Can we get an edit on that?
Why?
Gather around the smart TV with your loved ones.
You know, by the way, people at Sesame Street say voicing.
don't say anything.
Voicing over your own
They don't
segment.
say anything.
That's a gregreat way to get to the top.
No,
They're like,
they're-
oh, that's key. Instead of you just sending it out to somebody else, you trusted yourself to do your own voiceover on your own segment.
Punk ass.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sam for coming in today. Big
Thanks for
thanks,
having me.
buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
Impolite
great.
Company is going to be
Impolite Company.
recording here, and Sam is a part of that. Be sure to support their work. Here
Come
we
see
go.
that, yep.
Yeah, when's the show again?
So Crack Fox tonight
Okay.
at 45, and then next Thursday, Yours, Mine, and Ours, which is my monthly show with Meredith Hopping, will be at the Heavy Anchor.
Love it.
JC Sabala headlining, Angela Smith as my guest co-host, and
Ooh.
that's
Love
next
it.
Thursday, the 21st.
Nice.
Check them out.
All right.
All right, guys, we asked you a very important and very non-specific question. A mobster scheming to destroy the Rascal Flatts themed restaurant chain. I can't believe we're not getting it, man. We've been making fun of it for like a year, and it all goes to hell. I do want to write, if you can write a Sesame Street thing, I can write that story. Part of it. The story of how a mobster took down Toby Keith and Rascal Flatts.
That's
Man, that's
I'd read
messed
that.
up what they did, dude.
It's a pretty good Toby Keith.
not bad.
Here we go. Fair. This story is perfect for our city. The fact that there were multiple articles and genuine excitement from a large swath of the regional population about Rascal Flatts Bar in downtown St. Louis is just sad. It's true.
Very true.
Yeah, right after Monster Jam. Had the best burger of my life. So the fact that a mobster in witness protection tanked this thing is too perfect. Looks like he took the lessons of the Dark Knight to heart when the Joker said, "This city deserves a new class of criminal, and I'm gonna give it to them." The JVL Jackal.
That's a fair argument.
What if one of the Rascal Flatts guys was actually the one behind this, and this witness protection guy was a front, and he rolled on him? That would be. Can we have
'Cause
that
he was
twist?
Trying, he was trying to fund his own solo album.
Yes.
Because he's tired. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can we have that twist?
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
The
Make
one
that
with the
happen.
blonde tips.
Yes.
A
obviously.
couple of those.
It's all.
My wish. Here we go. Fair. Two weird accent-having honky groups fighting to figure out who survives and who's destroyed. Sounds like the Christmas gift I never knew I wanted but deserve. It's from Cankle. That's good. Foul. Word got out that the new young mob was looking to take out the Bass Pro Empire. And now a mob boss is dead. A guy was shot in the street yesterday. Not saying Rascal Flatts folks were behind it, but forensics did show it was the first mob hit in New York history, done by a 30-30 rifle from approximately deer stand height.
Man.
Good God.
That's an in-depth take.
That's
I like
fantastic.
that. Do you think he wore orange when he did it?
Had to.
Yeah, gotta stay safe with my gun safety.
Thermos of coffee with him, of course.
Yes,
Copenhagen,
absolutely.
Right here.
Yeah.
But he has a spitter. He's not an animal. He has a spit on top.
There's even napkins in there.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, to do the
Mississippi,
soaking
I
up.
know.
He's yelling at his kid for being too loud while he's waiting for him. He had to bring the kid out hunting.
Yep.
Fair. Wasn't going to go anyway. However, I'd like to take the rest of my time to reboot Love Actually. Juliet is obviously Queen Bee. David would be played by Will Smith. Love those ears. Daniel would go to LL Cool J. Finally, the role of Karen goes to Missy Elliott. Start printing the money. Have a wonderful weekend, kids. TT's Pink Eye. That'll do it for submissions today. Who gets $10 to Buzz's Hawaiian Grill?
I'll throw in some Cankle love.
Chris Gardner.
I was gonna go Kinkles too, actually.
I got Black Sheep.
Oh.
That was the deer stand
The
one.
deer stand one?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the deer stand one.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know if I announced
I don't think
that.
you announced that. I was leaning that way too.
Yeah.
I'll go Black Sheep.
You're going to flip. And Black
sorry,
Sheep has
Kankles.
one beat out. Kankles, he got
Wow.
he came to comedy last night.
a-boo, da black sheep. The sheep is black, cause you're the black sheep. You're sending emails, and they are pretty funny. You are the sheep. Cause shout out to the black sheep.
Sheep.
Sam, we have a band called Modest Mouse.
No, for the rest of the day.
I'm
Gardner and I.
My mom is really into Modest Mouse.
I'm glad she into
loves
Modest
the
Mouth,
band.
but we have our own band, Gardner and I, called Modest Mouth.
No, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
She was up here visiting. We listened.
Oh, did she?
yeah,
She
we-
enjoyed it?
She enjoyed,
oh,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
Gardner, can we for Sam's mom?
Yeah.
Can we do a little bit something for
What do you
Sam's
wanna do?
mom? Anything. You just go ahead and lead, and I'll
Jump
just come at
for
this
it.
like jazz, baby.
on.
And yeah, this is for you, Chris, too.
Let's do. Who was in town recently? Garth Brooks.
Let's go, Garth Brooks. You want to do Friends in Low Places?
That's fine. Let's do it.
Boom, doom, doom, doom,
That's my Mother's Day gift.
Yeah!
Thank you guys so much.
Really?
Because I would have forgotten something.
I just exited my body. I think I was so into that.
Yeah, I saw you floating above the studio. I loved it.
Oh,
That
above,
was-
yes,
yeah,
okay.
I love
That was
that.
really good.
Chris, you want to wrap this bad boy
Chris,
up?
can you see your shoes?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Gonna be looking at my
Gotta-
shoes
gotta wrap
for
this
a
show up?
long time. Yeah, this is bad. You proud of yourself?
No, probably not.
Yeah.
But
Big
that-
thanks to all of the amazing sponsors, friends, listeners, watchers. Congrats to Trav. You excited?
I am. Go America and go us.
What?
That's
Check
my
out
saying.
midcoast.media if you want to know what we're all about. We've got some great shows recording here, a lot of events coming up, and thank you to everybody for the great support. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll be back on Monday with the live stream at 8 a.m. Sam, thank you, sir. Great
Thank
job,
you, thank
Chris
you.
Gardner. Keep it here on the dial. That's not how this works.
Nah, not at all.
We'll be back on Monday. Thanks, everybody.
Peace.